So I was having a discussion today and we were looking at this really pretty house online and it was just so pretty. We were all commenting on how pretty it was. And then I noticed that it didn't have a pathway to the front door. And I started talking about this. And as I was talking about this, my left ear began to ring. And I was just mentioning those houses that don't have an access to the front door. So you have this whole entire house that looks beautiful. It looks picture perfect. You have a beautiful front door, but you actually never use it. Your guests never come in. You always just have them use the back door, and it's just not as presentable. Like, why not have the house flipped around so you could see how beautiful your front house is, but no one ever actually gets to enjoy the use of using the front door. So what's the point? The whole time I'm talking about this, my ear is just going bazonkers. It is ringing like crazy. So I stopped talking about it because I just noticed my left ear was ringing, and I didn't know if I should just keep talking about this because it just kept getting louder as I was just going on and on. And so I typed into ChatGPT, what does it mean when your left ear rings? Because I couldn't remember, but I do know to correlate what I'm thinking and feeling when my left ear is ringing. And my left ear stopped ringing the second I stopped talking about this door. I was like, okay, I don't really know if it's going to come up with anything because that's kind of a weird thing to be thinking about for your ear to start ringing. But I went ahead and typed it in, and here is what I got. So your left ear ringing is more your subconscious guidance more than your external guidance. So it's like, what are you feeling and thinking? And it's usually just a connection to say, hey, there's something to pay attention to here, which is why you should correlate what you're thinking about to your left ear ringing, like your intuition or your higher self is highlighting this topic for you to pay attention to. So front doors, they are representative of entryways, opportunities, and boundaries. And not being used might point out, okay, another ring in both my ears at that time. Not being used might point out to untapped potential or paths that look open, but they are not functional. So perhaps reflecting on situations, relationships, where there's a door present, but it's rarely accessed. So the left ear could have started ringing to help me recognize that metaphor that I'm catching. Like, is my front door being used in my energetic field to receive the things I'm calling in, or is it just an appearance and I haven't actually allowed a pathway to receive all of these things I'm trying to change in my abundance, in my personal health, my relationships, my goals? Since my overall feeling wasn't telling me that I should stop talking because of fear of people hearing me, it was just like a conversation topic, nonchalant. It does help me know that I was not receiving a warning. I was just getting in sync with a thought that could be signaling that I'm perceiving the truth or a meaning behind the surface. Like, my inner guidance was saying, yes, pay attention here. So let's unpack this. And the house you're basically the house, right? What you're allowing in, and it's the same thing as this front door. So if you're this house with a door, you have a door painted that you want to start receiving all these opportunities, but you haven't actually created a pathway to make that door actually functional. So no energy is able to come into it, making you stagnant in whatever area you're at, whether it be relationships, career, opportunity. So it's just kind of recognizing that there could be a beautiful door that I am energetically creating for my opportunities to come into me. However, if I haven't made the space and available room needed to allow the pathway to my door, the energy is blocked to coming in. So I'm blocking a different area of receiving the new that I'm calling in because I have not yet made a path. A good example of this could be you're wanting a relationship with somebody, right? You're wanting to get married, something of that sort, but you're parking in the middle of your garage. So energetically, you're not actually making the space to have a partner in life because you're parking and taking up the whole garage versus already making that room in your mind energetically that you are ready for the relationship. Another good example is sleeping in the middle of your bed, not on the side of your bed, because you aren't making the space available to have someone in your life. You want someone in your life, but you're energetically closed off to it. Let's move to a career example. You are wanting better opportunities in your career, better flow of income, a better opportunity to give you flexibility. However, you are fighting tooth and nail to hold on to a place that isn't actually meeting all of those standards, and it seems to be not aligning with you. It seems like things aren't easy. Your coworkers are difficult to work with. Your money just seems to disappear the second you get it. It's just making ends meet month to month, right? that's probably because you're not supposed to be at that career. But how can you make room for the next career if you are fighting so hard to try to prove value where you're not actually meant to be at? That actually is going to block you from having the open pathway ready for the actual opportunity you're calling in to make its way to your door, to receive it. You can't receive it if you're fighting so hard to hold on to something else. The pathway is blocked. You have to be open to letting go to receive. Let go of the control, and let the job be what it will be. Let go of the control to try to fight to be valued where you are, right? And just do a good job where you are without feeling like you have to prove yourself and fight to be liked, right? And if you get let go of that job, that's just your sign that the next one's ready to come in. Or the next one could come in while you're still at that job and you weren't even actually trying to find it. It just happened to be an opportunity that looked perfect and you put your name in the ring for. It's just a cool thought. So maybe just, if this resonated with you, take a look at your life in the place that you have been trying to build a new future, but you feel like nothing has changed and moved forward. There's a stagnant energy field around that area. Take a deeper look. Have you made the room and the space available for what's new to come? When an opportunity of change tries to knock on your door, do you embrace it or do you fight it off? Like, if you are not energetically open to things changing, energetically open to letting go of things, to receive things, if you're not energetically open to feel safe enough to receive and you're questioning things like there's got to be an agenda behind this, like, why would you want to do that for me? What are you going to do to me? Like, if you're instantly trying to fight back when an opportunity comes to your door, you have a door without a pathway actually available to receiving it. You have to be ready to be in a receiving mode, and that could be by letting go of what you currently have that's trying to let go of you, or that could be by being open to receiving and feeling safe enough to receive. Did someone try to buy your coffee? Did you just say thank you and feel appreciative, or did you try to buy their coffee back? If you're trying to just buy their coffee back right away, you are not in receiving mode, and that's just an energetic, it's sending out an energetic signal that you are not wanting to receive a gift from people, to receive love from people. You're not ready to receive a promotion. You're not ready to receive help. You're not ready to receive collaboration. Like, you have to be ready to receive when someone comes knocking on your door with the opportunity, with the career change. You also have to be willing to let go of what is trying to remove itself from your life, especially when it happens without, like, effortlessly, when things are starting to change against you effortlessly with no change in behavior or work ethic or any of that sort, and things just start to drop away or try to pull away. Let it, because that is literally the energetic field recognizing that you have this front door ready to make a new path to it. However, if you resist that change of your energetic field, like getting moved around, then you're resisting the pathway to the door of the new opportunities you're calling in. Cool word of the day, right? Anyways, bye guys.